What do you actually think happened with this Paul Pelosi thing? Take off your, Republican, you're hanging out with those guys' crew, and just be a fact checker. What do you actually think happened here? Because the stories are so crazy and the allegations are so salacious.
Well, the part that's concerning is that NBC changed the story twice, took a video down, they put it up, it went down. It's, we can't talk about that. We're learning stuff. No, we can't. And then, hey, this is really, they're going after her, and then, Nancy. It's a lot of weird things going on there.
Here's my theory that would account for all the facts, as we know them now, not even as we know them at the beginning.
Sure.
So you got this wacky dude.
Yeah.
David,
we can all agree he's a wacky dude.
We can agree he's a wacky dude. And we can all agree also that sometimes when you're mentally paranoid, you will pick up a grab bag of conspiracies and wild ideas. So this guy is a Berkeley nudist. He's LGBTQ, but he still thinks the election was stolen. So he's not a political, you can't place him on the spectrum. He's a paranoid, right?
Yes.
Somehow he figures out, and I don't know how he did this, but he figures out how to get into the Pelosi house, right? He gets in. I think what happens is, because he's a nut, he starts engaging Paul Pelosi, right? But he doesn't threaten him. He doesn't threaten him because that explains the NBC report. Paul Pelosi comes to the door. First of all, Paul Pelosi does not tell the cops he's being attacked. He doesn't say that. He says, come do a wellness check on me, right? He knows the guy's name. He goes, the guy's name is David, and he's a friend. Now, the left has been saying the reason he said he's a friend is because, he had to sort of get on the good side of this guy. But that doesn't square with the fact that the guy let him do a bathroom break where supposedly he was charging his phone. He wasn't with the guy. He could have told the cops anything.
But why did he let him in the house?
Not only why did he let him in, no, the guy broke in.
He did break in?
He did break in. But here's my point. You're in the bathroom. A normal person would lock the bathroom door until 100%. The cop gets there, right? He didn't do that. He goes back out. Number two, when the cops show up, apparently Paul Pelosi lets them in and turns around and returns to the house. That's when the guy attacks him. So think about this. No normal person, if you're in real fear, the guy threatened you, I'm going to smash your head with a hammer, you would run out of the door into the protection of the cops and let them go in the house.
Of course.
So all of this, I think what happened with NBC is they put this out and suddenly people realize Paul Pelosi was not really scared of this guy for whatever reason. And then they realize that doesn't fit the narrative. We got to take it down. So this is what, I'm only all over this because I hate to be like given a story and then expect me to like just take it because you said it.
But go deeper. Some guy breaks into your house, right? And I think Paul Pelosi was sleeping. It's 2:30 in the morning. He's in his underwear. Cool, whatever.
Right.
Are you not freaking out, paranoid, trying to shoot the guy, locking yourself? Like, what's this whole like? And by the way, the friend thing. Like, how often do we say like, "Hey, how's our friend doing? How's our friend?" And we're not. He's not our friend. It's some guy that may be showing up like just for a meeting. Hey, our friend. You use this term a lot. Our friend. Hey, how's our friend? So I'm kind of dismissing that. But like, if some guy breaks in your house, you're not trying to talk to this guy. You're not getting buddy. You're freaking out. What the fuck you doing in my house? Like, what is this exchange that they're actually having?
I think that, and I only say this because, I mean, it's kind of funny. Yesterday, I was at the airport, right? And I'm just waiting to pick up my bags. And literally this Hasidic guy comes up to me and starts like really engaging me in intense conversation. And not sort of like, hey, Dinesh, I like your work or something like that. But he starts talking to me about in the Hasidic community. He goes, we started growing vegetables on my balcony. And he says, are you familiar with the Hasidic newspaper? I'm like, no, I'm not Hasidic.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is there are a lot of kooks. Right, and you can pretty well in a almost a moment pick up if someone is just a nut,
right?
And they want to like, and when someone is in the political domain, you get approached by lunatics. By the way, there are plenty of lunatics on the right and on the left, and they're always handing you material they want you to take with you. They're always, in my case, proposing movies I ought to make. They always want to tell me about their life story. In some case, they think they're being followed or the FBI's after them. So I think it's something like this. This guy was an animated kook, and he gets in. Now, Paul Pelosi, admittedly, he's not well. He is over 80, so he's an old man. But I think what happened is he recognized right away, this is the kind of kook that Nancy and I have been dealing with for much of
San
our
Francisco,
political
of
lives.
course.
Exactly.
This is par for the course
Yeah,
over
he's
here.
like,
Kooky
listen,
dudes,
I better see if some cops will come by, make sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think at that point he was clearly not under attack because the attack, at least as far as we know, occurred when the cops were there.
Yeah, but it's so weird because we've all been approached by random people. You're trying to get out of it. You're trying to be nice, but you're also kind of got to keep it moving. Like the Hasidic guy at the airport. That's cool. Right. I mean, you're trying to, but this is in your house at 3 a.m. That's so weird to me why you'd be friendly or whatever kind of atmosphere. I don't know. Something's not adding up.
I mean, I still don't know why the cops didn't shoot the guy, because I don't even mean shoot to kill him, but just at least shoot to disarm him, because if you see a guy with a hammer hitting Paul Pelosi on the head, you would think you would use force immediately, and you'd use lethal force.
But also, you're the number 3 in line to the presidency, Nancy Pelosi, right?
Right.
Okay, she was in D.C., I believe, at the point, so she wasn't even home. But you're the husband. How does some kooky dude break into your compound? You know, we talk about build that wall. Are you kidding me? How the hell did he get in?
Unanswered. Unknown.
Weird.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.